We are
Wait,
back, baby.
Action! We are so back, baby.
Cause I'm thinking.
We can't keep starting off with a horrible song because people aren't gonna want to listen.
DJ, cut that. that.
Okay, thinkers, it's time to put your thinking caps on. It's time to think. You think?
We are here at You Think, a podcast about two gay guys who certainly are not right now.
Honey, we are just not right now. But
What is your name?
I am. Oh, what I am is the Prima and
what I am.
Yeah.
And I am. Oh, what I am.
Yeah, right.
Is Pink Pancake. And baby, I'm in face right now. I'm in drag face because I just came from a gig. It is July 1st right now on the day we're recording this. So it's straight pride and I finally got to celebrate.
So it's straight pride and we finally are getting to celebrate the straight people in our lives. You know, we've had enough of these gay people. Oh, we like to go out. Oh, we like to party. Oh, we like to be out all night. Oh, look, I was at basement until the next morning or whatever. Wrecked, you name it. No, now we celebrate straight people.
Pride. Who are you celebrating?
America, the straightest man I know.
That's true. I'm celebrating my mommy and daddy.
Oh.
My mommy and daddy.
How do you know they're 100% straight? You don't know what they did in college?
Well, my dad does like yoga. And my mom has said on numerous accounts that she thinks that Penelope Cruz is attractive.
So we might have a bicon in our midst.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yes. I think my dad was 100% straight, but was so
We know for a
open-minded.
fact he was 100% straight because he used to look at mature women on Instagram. He followed an Instagram account called Mature Ladies. Ladies.
And one thing they don't
Mature
tell
women?
you when a parent passes is you look through their phone.
Well, you did that by your own choice.
I had the phone.
You had the phone. Yeah.
And he
You're
was
addicted
definitely
to
straight.
being away from the mic. I think it's fine. We have good mics.
We have good mics.
Yeah.
He was definitely straight, is all I will say.
So anyway, this is You Think, and we have 3 segments. Our first segment, our first segment is called You Think, and that's where we talk about what we're thinking about. Second segment is Group Think, and that's where we talk about what the world at large is thinking about. And then our third segment is called What Do You Even Think? And we'll get to that later. So we're kind of already in it, but what are you thinking about?
I mean, we have to recap our epic Pride weekend.
Yeah, so we just had an epic Pride weekend together.
So true.
We did all events together,
So
and we
true,
have to
bestie.
go through everything except for Friday.
Yeah, except for Friday.
Yeah.
So I feel like we didn't do all events together. And you know what? I was just re-listening to our episode from last week.
Oh, you were nice.
And I was listening to the episode, and we brought up a celebrity, which is Jonathan Groff. And he makes an appearance in this week's episode as well.
Yeah.
So basically, we were talking about Jonathan Groff and that you saw him on the street once and how he was so kind and so nice. So I'm at the Mets game, you know?
Yeah.
And
the Mets Pride game.
Mets Pride night. Thank you so much to the Mets for having me there. The Mets always thinks of me and says, we need this man to celebrate Pride
and
with
I
us.
still don't understand why I had asked the person who booked, who's a friend of ours, and who booked the talent to arrive to participate in watching the Mets game.
Right.
And for some reason I wasn't. Last year I could come, but this year I couldn't.
Maybe if our podcast really blows up,
hopefully,
you know?
Yeah. So you guys, please send this to a friend or two so I can go to the Mets game next year. I was booked that night.
You were booked
booked that night. So ultimately I couldn't go.
At a dive bar. I was at a luxury suite in the Mets stadium.
First of all, if you ever insult Black Cherry like that again,
it's a dive bar.
It is a dive bar.
And guess
what?
But
the way you said it
is the best.
Best dive bar ever.
Dive
yeah.
106 is honestly my favorite Drag Race viewing party. Was it for Drag Race? Is that
not anymore?
Oh,
now you just get to see the drag queens race around the bar collecting tips.
Honestly, I prefer that. I don't really care for Drag Race. Sorry. Yeah, you heard it here first on this podcast. I, the Prima Donald, don't watch that show unless I have a friend on it.
Or a friend watch party.
Or someone's.
But well, you're just there, but you're not really watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Jonathan Groff.
Oh, so I'm at this suite. It's like the owner's suite. They have everything for Pride. They have everything rainbow drinks, rainbow that, full open bar.
Rainbow drinks, rainbow that.
Yeah, rainbow that.
Rainbow bright.
They had rainbow face painters, which was incredible because I had actually gotten my glam done for an hour before this event. Made it look rainbow, and then there was a face painter there doing it in 5 minutes.
I loved what you got. You got rainbow.
I loved it.
What are they called? Like,
The
you know
stripey thing.
The stripey things under the eyes that baseball players wear.
Yeah.
They did that to Donald in Rainbow.
I have to say, guess what?
What?
That was
Chicken
my
butt?
vision. That was my vision.
Wow.
I went to get my glam done, and I was like, I'll have anything rainbow. And they're like, okay. And then as they were starting, I was like, wait, I'm going to a sports thing. Can it be that thingy but make it rainbow? And they were like, yeah. So they did that, and it looked so cute, inspired so many people. But yeah, they had a face painter there who's doing rainbow designs, and she did it in 2
But either
minutes.
way, it was free.
It was, yeah.
Both were free.
Just the time. I mean,
Yeah,
money.
the time.
It's time
But
is money.
they probably gave you free champagne?
So much free champagne.
Yeah, then it's worth
So
it.
it was so fun.
Yeah.
No, it was honestly incredible. Thank you, Blushington, for the glam. So many companies were just really invested in me during this Pride Month.
Yeah.
So anyways, we're at the Met Suite. I look around. I see the Marks family, my babies, Meredith Marks, who officiated our wedding, Seth Marks, our king, Chloe and Brooks Marks. So much fun. Then at some point, I'm sitting alone talking to strangers, as I do.
It's your favorite thing.
And these two straight girls, I assume, come up with this guy. And I'm like, who are you? And they're chatting. And this one guy mentions he has a boyfriend. And I was like, where is your boyfriend? Is he a banker? Is he a banker?
Because he said he was at work.
Yeah, he's still at work. It's like 10 p.m. Is he a banker? He's like, oh, no, he's an actor. And I was like, oh, snooze. And I start looking away, and the girls are like, oh, like, what kind of, like, do we know him? And it's like, his name is Jonathan Groff. And the girls would go, sorry, I don't know him. And I was like, not only do I know him, he was on our podcast last week as a topic.
As a topic.
So that was really full circle for me.
I'm so jealous of that man. I met him on Saturday, and he was really nice.
Yeah,
and
I'm not
I did
gonna
put arsenic in his drink.
I'm not gonna call him out in case, because I did Google it and their relationship doesn't seem that public. But what I will say is this new man is a new friend of mine, and I really like him. He was so cool. So
he was
fun.
really nice.
Yeah,
really nice.
I really enjoyed his presence. And his presence is a present. And I really obsessed.
Yeah, I am jealous.
New friends are fun. I always try and make a new friend at that event, including last year I made friends with Amber Ruffin. Now I'm going to her 4th of July. Like, these are the things.
Yeah.
How was your Friday?
My Friday was great. I did a gig with Black Cherry. I had done 3 Zoom bingos that day.
Ooh.
And then I did that gig. So I was exhausted. I'm
Speaking
still
of
kind of
bingos,
exhausted.
we should be clear why you look like this woman right now.
I think I said I had a gig before this. I did my last Pride corporate event.
Mm-hmm.
It was a bingo in person.
As it is.
Yeah.
As it is. And
I arrived here at 9 p.m. with 2 full boxes of pizza from this event.
Right.
And proceeded to eat so much of it.
And you arrived with 2 pizzas just one day after I sent you a historical artifact of Phaedra reading someone down saying, and you needed 2 medium-sized pizzas so you could ejaculate into a cup. So check that. So it's kind of
that was crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of the read of the century.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we are recording. It's currently 10 p.m., which is one of the most amazing times to record the podcast. You know, we feel rejuvenated after our days. We feel luscious.
I don't. I feel absolutely exhausted, down. And I can't wait to go to Fire Island tomorrow.
What are your hopes
I need
and
a
dreams?
week of rest.
Yeah.
But I don't know what my hopes and dreams are. But wait, we need to.
What are your hopes and dreams?
My hopes and dreams are I would like some rest and relaxation.
You're going to the wrong place.
I know. I would love to have a good time. I just want to have fun.
You're going to the right place.
Girls just want to have fun.
Yeah.
I want to have so much fun. I want to dance. I want to party. I want to lay on the beach, rest.
Oh, rest.
I have a gig out there, and I hope it's successful.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I know all the choreography.
How do you measure success?
I think you measure your life in love.
Right.
I think it's...
But in a drag show, how do you measure success?
I think it's a feeling.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. I actually talked about this kind of with my therapist today.
Yeah, I'm kind of giving therapist.
Yeah.
People come to this place.
I'm giving therapist.
Yeah, and like I'm sorry that there's that podcast Therapussy, but it's like we're that now.
Okay, we're that now.
Yeah. Sorry, Jake Shane, we're coming for you.
How do you measure success? And I mean, I think it's how fulfilled you feel.
Right.
Who cares? What I measure success in is it could be financial, it could be artistic fulfillment, it could be community. I think community is a big thing for me to measure success. I think those are the 3 pillars of success.
I would take out community. Fuck community.
But to me, I love community. Not the
community
TV show,
doesn't pay the bills, honey.
Yes, it does.
No, I love community.
Because do you know what? The community is paying money to see your show.
So
they do pay the bills.
Not if it's a private gig.
The community is.
I'm kidding. Can you explain the private gig drama to our fans?
It is pretty incredible. So there's another podcast called Vulgar with Salmonella and Vicky V. And
we love our podcast sisters.
Yeah, and they won't be listening to this. And they got a lot of flack a few months ago. I forget exactly when this was, but a bunch of months ago, because they talked about how, I mean, here I am, a bearded drag queen. They talked about how they thought bearded drag was lazy. And they were specifically talking about they don't like when someone has a beard, but it's not part of the aesthetic of their outfit at all. And like they don't do anything to the beard. They just happen to have a beard and they're a drag queen. But the aesthetic of their drag doesn't have a conversation with the beard.
Right.
It's more just like juxtaposed.
Right.
Which I guess is, but not even juxtaposed. It's just literally like, it seems like you just want to have a beard and you want to be a drag queen.
Right.
Where obviously mine, like obviously I'm perfect.
So intentional.
Very intentional. Very much part of the aesthetic. Part of the vibes. So they were talking about that and they clipped part of their thing. And the New York City drag community, I would even say the drag community at large really destroyed them in the comments.
Yeah.
And it's funny because they did like so many episodes in drag. Like they record everything in full drag.
Right.
They did one episode out of drag and they were like, we're doing like an out of drag episode. We're going to talk about our coming out stories and like more about like our boy side of our lives.
Yeah.
And then through that, they were talking about like, I wish... Like sometimes I kind of feel like an alien out of drag.
Right.
And then they were talking about bearded drag or whatever. And it's just so funny because a lot of the comments were like, well, you're lazy for not even getting in drag for your podcast. They're like, well, we did this as like a special thing. But yeah, so that is the background of like
the last scandal. But what about
now
this
there's a
one?
new scandal.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for telling us about
so
something
bored,
because I asked
no,
you,
but
tell me
people
about
needed
this
to
thing.
know the context of all that we are.
Yeah, tell us every time
and
they've been
everything that
hated
came before
ever
me.
in their lives.
So they were hated down for that.
Yeah.
And now
were they bullied in high school too?
Probably.
Right.
So they made it. I guess their thing is they have like a top ick of the week. So Vicky chose top ick. So a lot of times drag queens will post their pride schedule, right? And they'll go on Instagram or whatever platform and say like, this is my drag schedule. And most drag queens will post the gigs that are available to be seen by the public to a public platform.
Correct.
But some drag queens will post their private gigs. And so they'll say like, June 12th, private gig. And Vicky was like, that's such an ick to me because why are you telling the world or like anyone that follows you a gig that you can't go to?
Right.
Like it doesn't make any sense
to like
me.
show off how booked you are. Yeah.
And yeah, it's like, look, I'm booked.
Yeah.
Look, I'm booked. And so then Vicky posted this thing, and once again the internet just like really went ablaze. And now so first I was seeing it amongst the New York City drag community and people were posting like, got a private gig today, got a private gig. And then I started seeing it at just like all across these United States. And people all across the country are posting about private gigs. That's crazy.
Insane. What can we say to inspire such hatred and vitriol?
Right. I don't know if we need hatred and vitriol, but well, maybe in our group think when we talk about Jesse Smollett and
we're gonna get
whatever the fuck his name is. But
Okay, but
Yeah.
so that's that.
That's
the
that.
so that's a reference to the private gig thing.
Yeah, that 30-minute anecdote.
You really kept going and going, and I said,
Well, it's a
"Oh,
long-form
you're gonna tell-" It's a
podcast.
long form podcast.
Yeah.
And now that Netflix like does long form podcasts, we need to get in the medium,
Yeah.
medium,
The video medium.
the medium. Okay, so then Saturday of Pride was amazing.
Saturday of Pride was so fun. We went to our friend Kevin and Brady's house party. It was absolutely slay. Jonathan Groff's boyfriend said he would bring Jonathan Groff. He did not, but that's fine.
But that's so
totally
fine.
No
It's
worries.
totally fine.
No worries. But we did have the best time there. I just love Kevin and Brady so much.
Yeah.
And they have such a great group of friends and group of just
Yeah,
like
but
they create a great atmosphere.
They do. But then I want to talk
But, what's the
about, it was a great atmosphere.
Our fight.
But then we got in a huge fight.
Oh, we got in a huge fight.
And thank God I won.
Fight. Well, you always win.
I always win.
Oh my God, we're gonna get another fight right now. So, yeah. So we got
I
in a
win the
huge fight.
drinking a glass of wine
So
award.
we got in a huge fight because Donald, can I say like specifics or no?
I got us tickets to an event.
Donald's got us free VIP tickets to an event. And Donald wanted to get there at a specific time. And I felt like that was way too early. I felt like it was maybe 2 hours early even. And I said, we should probably go 2 hours later. And he's like, well, no, I want to get there with enough time for this. And I said, no. And then we got in a big screaming fight. And then we went and got food. Right? So this was before the fight. We went and got food, and I went to the bathroom, and Donald did that like middle school boy thing where he got up and left.
Yeah.
But I had one sip of a smoothie that I had just bought, and I was so excited for it, even though it was pretty mid of a smoothie. And when I got out, all of our food was cleared, and my fully like full to the brim smoothie was thrown out. So I saw red. As a queen that works at Red Eye, honey, I saw red.
Honey.
And I came out guns a-blazing. I was like, what the fuck? You threw out my smoothie? Like, it's not funny.
And he said, I'm not going. You know what?
Yeah, I said, I'm not
Uber.
going. Do you know what I'm calling? So I called an Uber. And I knew that I was going to cancel it. But I called an Uber. And I was like, that's it. I'm done. And then we proceeded to fight for a 45-minute Uber.
We had a 45-minute Uber. Peter was in the middle of us.
Yeah, directly in the middle.
And he was just closing his eyes, like, waiting for it to pass.
Yeah.
And Mike and I like,
And Peter's commentary on the fight was, you guys seemed like you were having fun, and that's the problem.
It's funny to fight with each other.
Funny.
Like, it was funny.
It was funny. We
but
needed
it was
to get
real.
it out. It was real. It was real. I was legitimately mad because Donald perceived my text messages as being ungrateful.
And attitude after the text messages and just general sensibilities.
And general sensibility of who I was. And I didn't like the way I was being perceived.
Right.
And I guess that's really it. So I was just mad so then I was trying to explain myself to be like, I see that you perceived that, but can I explain that I didn't intend for that to be the case?
Right.
And then we just butted heads for 45 minutes. And then when we got there, guess what? There was this diva who was like an Australian young Lady Gaga kind of absolute weirdo,
sword wielding
kind of
muggle.
Muggle? What's a muggle?
Isn't that from
That's
Harry
from Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's a
Why would she
sword
be a
wielding
muggle?
muggle. Because she's a person.
Right. She's not a fairy, but she was kind of dressed. Anyway, it was wild. And she had so many props in her numbers. And you could tell that they were all fresh out of a suitcase because they were all like crinkled.
Yeah.
And she was absolutely incredible. Absolutely. We went to Ladyland, the music festival. She was absolutely incredible. Literally my favorite part of the night. And
incredible.
If we didn't get there when Donald said for us to get there, wouldn't have even known who she was.
So sometimes I have
she was my favorite part of the whole
really
night.
smart, kept beyond me, really tall. Listen, I love an event and I love to get to it and not miss the whole thing.
I think I was also nervous because the last time we went to this party, I got my phone stolen within the first 10 minutes of being there. And so I think I was having a little bit of nerves about that too.
And that's okay to be wrong.
Yeah. You should try it out sometime.
Nope, won't be trying that out.
You should try it out sometime.
Won't be trying that
Donald's fatal flaw is that he'll never admit that he's wrong.
That's literally not true, and I have.
Name a time you've admitted you're wrong.
We've spoken about it off pod.
Oh, I forget. You'll have to
And
remind
I do
me.
it all the time in my loving relationship with my partner.
Yeah, I'm sure, but I would like it for me.
No, it's not going to happen for you because you're going to be wrong. Because you're going to go ahead and be wrong. You're going to go ahead and be wrong. Okay, bro.
Yeah, so this was kind of what this was like the fight for 45 minutes. And unfortunately, Peter was right. We were both serious and having an amazing time. And I was, even when I got there, I even was like, I'm leaving. That's it, I'm leaving. Also, wait, that was Saturday?
Yeah.
So we had been drinking like all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so then we did that party. We had the most incredible time. Meredith Marks was DJ. And
so fun.
It was so fun.
Amazing.
I stayed through Kim Petras' set, who closed the event out. Mm-hmm. And she really lost me with this last album.
I agree.
I feel like her last two albums. I mean, Problematique was released, and that was released. What was it called? Leaked.
Yeah.
Because she like allowed it to leak because her label was like preventing her from releasing it.
Yeah.
And I loved that album before it was leaked. But then once it was leaked, I was kind of like, okay. Yeah. Or no, once it came out for real. Yeah. I was kind of like, okay. But I had already heard it and loved it. Yeah. And then I feel like Slut Pop Miami, I was like, although I do a drag mix with Whalecock in it, like I don't know. It felt like all the songs that she wanted on Slut Pop that didn't make that like went to the cutting room floor. Yeah. And I just am like, don't reheat your nachos like this. It's not giving.
And she really did. I mean, I love like the Slut Pop era.
I love the Slut Pop era.
This current one,
but then the current it's called Detour, and I just really don't vibe with it.
And it hurts my feelings because she says like, this is the music I've always wanted to make. This kind of music.
And it doesn't really sound much different than what she's been doing. It doesn't.
Yeah. So, it's just worse.
Yeah, it just sounds worse.
In my humble opinion.
And she even said at one point, she's like, this song changed music forever. And she did it. I was like, it sounds like the other one. But it was it was really funny because I'm in a sea of homosexuals. And a lot of these, I feel like a lot of the Gen Zs were really like saying every single lyric to the Detour album. And all the like millennials, I was looking around, there was a guy that made eye contact with me. I didn't know him. He was like, when is she going to do Coconuts? And the thing is, she did 2 songs that weren't on the album. Yeah. And I was saying every word. And my friend who's Gen Z was like, I've never heard these before. Yeah. So it was really funny. Yeah.
She hasn't been, I mean, has she been around for that long? Yeah.
But like, he's probably 2 years old.
Right.
So
we once saw her in the rain.
Yeah, and that's when I realized I was like a super fan of hers. But then she really did lose me on her last like 2 albums, unfortunately.
Wait, you know whose recent album is also flopping that people are kind of making fun of on TikTok?
Is it Katy Perry?
Lizzo.
Yeah,
she lost a lot of people too. But like I knew that from listening to it. I was like, oh, this is like not as good as her other stuff, and it feels like derivative.
But she also is like, this is my best album. Right. But I think like most artists will think that what they're releasing right now is their best thing that they're doing. And then maybe years later they can look back and be like, okay, that wasn't my best. And remember, I went to a tarot card reader for Christmas.
You sure did.
Ex's sibling and sister-in-law surprised me and got me a tarot reading because they knew how much I love tarot cards. Right. And in like a kind of cutesy girl way. And
did the tarot reader predict Lizzo's downfall?
No, but she said to me, she knew nothing about art and like nothing about drag or anything, even though she was queer. But she said she was like, the cards are telling me to say that like, don't ever be defined by your last project or like whatever project you're doing. That doesn't define you. And some things are going to be better than others. And that doesn't define who you are as an artist. And I think that Lizzo fucking sucks. No.
Well, it's just not her best. I really do like Lizzo personally, but
it's interesting because also with Lizzo, people turned on her after the allegations came out. But it seems like all the allegations were dropped, and it seems like they don't really have any water to stand on with them. but her public perception is still the same as the allegations.
Right.
And I think that her music, I think if her album were like really good, people would be like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
But it's so interesting. And I feel like we really do this as a culture. Maybe this is groupthink, but we really do this as a culture with women celebrities.
Yeah.
Where we love to see them rise and we love to see them fall as a culture, and we love to tear them down.
Yeah.
And then like 10 years can go by and then we can love them again. Because we like to support a woman. I say we, not us specifically, but we as a culture. American culture likes to support women if they're the underdog.
Right.
But once they have a lot of power, they want to destroy them.
Yeah, I was listening to...
And that's why Kamala didn't win the election.
Yeah. I was listening to another podcast, our podcast sisters at Who Weekly, who were kind of talking about this and how like female musicians and celebrities, if they have something that goes wrong, like what happened with Lizzo, it's a much bigger stain on their career and it stays with them forever versus like a Chris Brown who something happens and he can
still
bounce back from it. Yeah, where like with a female musician or celebrity, it stays with them like very
forever.
Detrimentally.
Like Janet Jackson.
Yeah, right.
And Justin Timberlake walked free from that.
Exactly. So not loving that, but I did see there's like these
and he was the one that did it.
Right. I saw there's a TikTok trend that like going through all the
Hopefully
songs.
no women are listening to this because we are mansplaining right now.
We are mansplaining.
But some people are learning.
Some people are really learning. And if you're learning, you're listening. And if you're listening, you're learning.
And you're thinking.
There's a trend though of going through each of Lizzo's songs on the album and like rating them like 1 to 10. And everyone's like giving, it's like this one's 3, this one's 2.5.
Oh my.
Poor Lizzo. Lizzo, if you're listening to this right now, you should be in the studio recording a new album. Sorry.
We interrupt this podcast for a very special message from Straight Luke. Attention gays. Pride Month is over. And so I'm here as Straight Luke to interrupt the gay podcast known as You Think to let you know that Donald and Michael do not know how to record a podcast. The audio from their microphones cut out at this exact moment. The remainder of the episode will be coming from audio from an iPhone. We apologize for any gay inconvenience.
What else we need to talk about Pride?
We have a lot more to talk about. Oh my god, this is really good shit right here. We went to Buca de Beppo. How do I say it?
Buca de Beppo.
De Beppo.
I think. I actually don't know. It's Beppo?
It was us, Peter, Kevin, and Brady. Mm-hmm. And we're going to do a cute little Pride brunch. It was packed at this venue. They opened a part of the restaurant that I had never seen in my little life before.
No one knew that was
No one knew it existed. And it was packed with so many faggots, so many homosexuals.
And, like, this is not, like, a gay bar or restaurant.
No,
but, like, you walk in
from the store.
Yeah, and, like...
But they have a bottomless brunch.
They have a bottomless brunch, so it's, like, it does attract a lot of gay people.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, people were coming with, like, mesh shirts and stuff, being like, is this okay to wear here? And then you walk in, like, every single person's wearing mesh.
It was very silly. It was crowded. Really crowded. For example, it took us 40 minutes from the time we sat down to get our first mimosa.
Right. And this is like one of those bottomless deals where it's like, for 2 hours you get drinks. So we're like waiting for that first one.
For 40 minutes.
We are waiting to start our Pride weekend.
Yeah.
And Pride does not start until the first touch of mimosa touches your lips.
And that was Pride Sunday.
Right.
So the parade shan't begin yet until that mimosa hits our lips. And when we sat down, I flagged over a waiter. I was like, hi, can I have a coffee? And he's like, yeah, what do you want? And I said, can I have a vanilla iced coffee? May I have a vanilla iced coffee with oat milk? And he said, what? And I'm like, vanilla iced coffee with oat milk? Like a pretty simple, basic order. Are you mad because it's giving bottom? And he was like, well, we don't have vanilla. I was like, okay, then just oat milk is fine. And he goes, we don't have oat milk. And I was like, almond milk? He's like, we don't have almond. I'm like, so what milk do you have? He's like, whole milk. I was like, do you have 2%? No, we only have whole. I was like, okay, then that's okay. He was so mad, and then he came
to me, and Michael started talking to someone else, and then this guy turns to me and says, tell your friend he'll get whatever milk we have.
Like, girl, you're acting like I like made up coffee. I I gave the most simple order.
Yeah.
And there are restaurants that don't have vanilla.
Right.
No worries. And then skipping ahead to Monday.
Yeah.
We always go, as we said last time, we always go to Mom's diner for hungover brunch after Pride Sunday on Pride Monday.
Love it.
And the waiter came up to us and I said, "May I please have a vanilla iced coffee with oat milk?" And she said, "Is almond okay?" And I said, "Absolutely." Absolutely.
Yeah, sometimes it can be that simple.
Yeah, it was
know?
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was really pressed about that.
He was really mad.
And
he was like really mad.
Yeah.
About it.
Peter,
and every time he was responding to me just being like, "Can I have a fucking iced coffee with milk in it?"
Yeah.
It was like I was asking him to like go to Mars.
Right. Peter and I talk about this a lot. It's like sometimes, like, how is this the first time this has ever been asked to you?
Right,
in this
especially in
establishment?
this room of homosexuals.
Right. It's like no one's
Like
asked you
kitchen
for a
days.
coffee with oat milk.
Yeah.
Oat milk is a civil right.
Yeah.
I love to partake in that. It's one
Yeah.
of the amendments, I think.
And Marsha P. Johnson did not throw that first
yeah,
break
yeah.
for some white gay guy to go into a brunch in Hell's Kitchen and be poo-pooed over a vanilla iced coffee with oat milk.
Yeah, so that was like really trauma, and we're like, oh, this is not starting out well. And then it was taking forever for the
So then after that, 40
Mhm.
minutes.
40 minutes, and then we were like,
We got drinks before food.
we got drinks before
Yeah.
food, and then, but like barely.
Barely.
And then
yeah.
we realized like this, we think the restaurant like either ran out of alcohol.
Yeah, this was our hypothesis.
or ran out of pitchers or cups or something, because they were
We
just
were
not
thinking
able
that-
to do it.
I think that they had one of the waiters leave
Yeah.
and invent alcohol.
Right.
I think he like went to the. How do you make like
Grain.
champagne?
I don't know.
But yeah,
You
he had to
stomp on
research.
grapes. I think he was stomping on grapes. Yeah.
I think that's
I
wine.
think he was stomping. Yeah. Do you know what is in champagne?
Is it wine?
Yeah.
You learn something new every day. I'm not a big wino, but apparently I am because I love champagne. Let's do a toast. Let's do a toast. Yeah, I think he had to
yeah,
pick the grapes.
No, sorry. I should
stomp
just
on
let
the
you know
grapes.
this. Champagne is famously sparkling wine.
Huh. Didn't know.
What
I
did you think it
truly didn't
was?
know. I just thought it was champagne. Like,
I mean, it's from the Champagne region, but it's not like vodka.
well, it's like vodka is vodka.
You're right.
Gin is gin.
Yeah.
Champagne is champagne. So we did that. We got absolutely wasted boots.
So
at
fun.
Boop 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 Boop.
Yeah, because
Then-
they also have screwdrivers, which you thought was a college drink. I thought was a very adult beverage.
Yeah. That
And-
was just what I got in college.
But then they like started like really. They were
Wait,
making up for. They were
Speaking
atoning for
of-
their sins.
Yeah,
They were
they
atoning for
one.
their
Well, we got one waiter that liked us, one waiter that hated us, and
Yes.
one waiter that was kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
And speaking of me not knowing about alcohol,
Please.
remember what I said about screwdrivers? I
What?
said I don't really want orange juice, and he goes, "Well, you're drinking a mimosa."
yeah. Yeah. I don't want orange juice. I'll have a mimosa. I'm like, what do you think is the earth? Like, do you think the earth is flat?
What do you mean think?
That was
know.
a moment on The View once where Whoopi Goldberg or someone was talking to Sherry Shepherd, and they said, "Well, what do you think the earth is flat?" She goes, "I don't know. I haven't really thought about it."
Sherry Shepherd
Yeah.
got her own TV show.
Yeah.
Does she have it still right now?
It was recently canceled.
Okay, because she thought the Earth was flat.
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
And then like the next day she was like, "You know, I realized that it's not flat."
Her PR team was like, "Diva, let's sit down and discuss." We still haven't even gotten.
Oh my god, so Pride was really crowding. There was like
Yeah.
so many reserves.
We went there. What did we do after that? Oh, we went to like every gay bar.
We went to like so many gay bars.
And then we went to $3 Bill.
Yeah.
We had the best time.
We had
Then we
the
went back to
best
Hell's Kitchen
time.
and went to every single gay bar ever.
Right.
And I made a Pride boyfriend for the night.
You made a Pride boyfriend for
And
the
he
night.
brought me to the Eagle.
Which is
and-
aggressive, but also, if that's the vibe, that's the vibe.
We met at Verse and we were making out and I said to him, "I love you." And he said, "What?" And I said, No, like just for the night. And he goes, "Oh, I love you too." We really matched each other's energy. I definitely was in the like chaotic demon kind of energy towards the end of the night. We had been drinking from the 40 minutes when we had our mimosas through the whole evening, through the $3 bill.
It was a day.
It was a day.
And actually, no, wait, we have to say, So after we did like the Brooklyn party, we're there for hours. We're like, let's go to the next bar. Woo! In Manhattan.
Yeah.
We come all the way back to Manhattan, and then that's when Peter said, "I'm gonna duck out."
Yeah.
And he was hungry, so he went home and cooked himself a nice snack. And Mike and I are like, we're gonna keep going out.
And we paid $10 to get into every bar in Hell's Kitchen.
Every bar. Actually, we went to Flaming Saddles, and I met a beautiful bisexual couple, a man and a woman. And I was like, what are your guys' vibes? And they're like, we're both bisexual. I was like, oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And I was like, what are you here looking for at Flaming Saddles? And they said, we're actually looking for a woman to have a threesome with. He's like, my wife here is like a little more bisexual than I am. And so we want to like have that experience for her. And I was like, I think this like mostly gay male bar is not going to be where you find your girl.
Yeah. Flaming Saddles has everything.
They do, but I feel like
there's not going to be like, it's good. You're going to get what you get and you won't get upset.
Right.
But you're not going to have like every opportunity kind of situation.
I just feel like I would have maybe suggested another venue for that, and I did. If they're I was like, go to the Cubby Hole, like go elsewhere if you're looking for queer
I feel
women.
like Cubby Hole's not where you go to like hang out.
True, but I'm just saying to look for queer women.
Yeah.
I would go to another.
I also
space.
feel like it's hard. Like maybe I would go to like Ginger's in Brooklyn, but I feel like it's hard for like Cubby Hole. I feel like a man walking in there isn't gonna get like the same kind of love.
Yeah.
I don't know. It does get complicated.
So now you're mansplaining how to be a lesbian.
Fuck.
Yeah.
This is what's gonna make us get mad at people mad at us.
Yeah, it's straight pride. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, I was mansplaining to you.
Right. Who is
how
a
to be a
man?
lesbian.
So that's
how to be a lesbian.
Yeah. And we love our lesbian thinkers, by the way. Like, thank you to our lesbian thinkers. You all think so much about pussy. Nah, just kidding.
It was just funny because, and I, as someone who's single and is trying to like date and stuff, to share that I told someone that I loved them. Just know that I had been drinking all day. I was feeling chaotic.
Yeah.
And he said, "I love you back." And yeah, he was just crazy. And I loved. He said, "Do you want to go back to my place?" I was like, "Sure." We arrived at the Eagle. I was like, "What?" I had the best time.
Wait, there was once a season of Survivor, like an early season, where there was this pretty unattractive man, and then on another tribe there was this kind of beautiful woman, and it was like the way beginning of the season, and they lost the challenge, and this guy was like, "Ugh, I'm definitely going home tonight. My tribe hates me," and this girl on the other tribe goes, "Oh, well, we love you," and he goes, "I love you too." And then he goes to that tribal council that night and he was like, listen, and that was their only interaction of the whole game. And he was like, I found love on this island and it was all worth it. Her name is Candace and the other tribe, and we locked eyes today and said, I love you. So that was kind of like what you were doing.
Yeah.
He was completely delulu and like that is not what happened. At the reunion, he was like, sorry about that, wrong. Yikes.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So do you think that's what your guy was thinking?
No, he said, "I love you back," and he invited me home. Right to his hotel.
Right.
I was supposed to sleep on your couch, slept in his hotel bed.
Yeah, I did wake up and I was like, where's my friend? Luckily, we shared locations. Then I was like, okay, I know we have breakfast plans, but I am hungry and I don't know when you're coming back. So I ordered a bagel, honey and egg and cheese. And I was like, I'm going to have this. I look over at my lover. He's still sleeping. I'm like, do I wake him up to get the bagel? Like, what if he wants a bagel? Instead, I said, I think he wants sleep more than he wants a bagel. So I didn't wake him up. Mm-hmm. What would you want in that situation?
Sleep.
You would want sleep over...
Yeah.
I would want someone to wake me up and I'd be like, bagel.
I would want someone to just get me a bagel, and then if I don't eat it, like, no worries.
True. And I have done that for him before. And I really have. And I should have.
It's okay,
I
babe.
messed up.
It's okay, babe.
I messed up.
But then we went to Mom's and had the most amazing time, even though I was completely so hungover, so exhausted, so brain dead, holding on by a thread.
A literal thread.
Yeah.
Literally threads the app. That's what you're holding on by.
I've become really good. I have to say this.
Say it.
I have become
great.
really good friends with two of the women that work at the subway at my subway stop.
Yeah.
And because one of them stopped me and said, I always see you in this like crazy makeup running around. Where are you going? And I explained to her what I do for a living and everything. And she unfortunately moved up to the Bronx, so I don't see her anymore, but she's closer to home. But the other one I see, but the thing about it is, she is the one person, she worked behind like the desk.
Yeah.
The other one that's still there, who I love to death, she is a cleaner. She always wants to give me a hug.
Oh.
And sometimes she'll be like, don't touch me. Like, I've been cleaning.
Yeah.
But today she gave me she's like, hasn't seen me in a while, she gave me a big hug. And I accidentally touched her glove. And I felt absolutely disgusting about that.
Because you had the, like, Subway juices on it?
I mean, I don't know what was on it, but I imagine Subway juices. And, like, it wasn't juicy, but I definitely got, like, asbestos.
Yeah.
And so I rode the whole Subway just, like, holding my hand out in full face of drag, not touching anything.
Yeah.
And had to, like, walk to the gig with, like, a disgusting hand.
And then wash your hands, I assume?
No.
Yeah. With soap and water?
No.
Okay, so you're saying that she's filthy.
So, her job does sometimes make her filthy, yeah. And she wants to give me a hug.
Actually, kind of really rude of you to say. Wait, we're just also talking about house cleaners, which you had two come to.
I had two house cleaners. I got a deep clean from a service. I haven't gotten
now, why did you choose
for like a long time?
Yeah.
Why did I choose a deep clean?
Why did you choose this service?
I got a recommendation from a friend. She said that she loved them. And I love them. They did really good work. But so two people came, and it was a little confusing because I had to pay both women via Zelle or Venmo, but I was like, what do I pay them? Like, there's a fee, and it's like, do I pay half and half? And that they were like, yes.
Okay.
And I'm like, why are you a service if I'm Zelling people? Shouldn't I just like pay you and you figure out how to divvy it up?
That's very strange.
And I just like tip them?
Right.
And so I Zelled them and then I tipped them in cash.
Right.
Because I thought that was, I don't know, nicer? I don't know. It just was really weird. But one of them came in so hot, literally hot, because it is a sauna in the record now. But she came in and she's like, oh, I've never met this woman before, and it is vulnerable for me to invite strangers into my home because I'm a drag queen and I have a drag room, and to a cleaner, it's like a little hard for me to explain what this room is. And so she comes in and she's like, oh, it's so hot outside. It's blistering hot. Oh. And she goes, I need a paper towel. I need this. I need that. I was like, oh, yeah, I have it all right here. But she never said, like, hi, my name is Susan. You know? She just, like, really came in so hot.
Yeah.
She was really intense. She was giving the other women notes a lot. I left at some point when I came back.
I would have to leave.
I did leave. And then I came back.
Where'd you go?
Before she left. I went to the gym. I got some lunch. I got some errands.
Lady about town.
Yeah. Do you know I used to think errands were Aaron, like the name Aaron?
Oh, that is
like no D.
Stupid.
Yeah, so stupid. Yeah, but it was intense, and then I felt so awkward selling these people and not just like paying the servants.
Right.
I'm really baffled by it, but they did an amazing job. And I'm going for an island tomorrow, and I'm so excited to get home to like a really clean apartment.
Oh, that's gonna be fabulous.
Yeah.
Hey, I tidied up a little bit today.
You did?
Yeah, I did. So anyways, it's time to go to group thing. And this is kind of where we talk about things that the whole group, the whole pop culture community are thinking about. This is kind of my bread and butter. I love this stuff.
Yeah, something you don't know about Donald is that in college he once was like, I'm going to make a YouTube series called Donald's Daily Dose.
So it was like maybe
every single day I'm going to post a video about what's happening in pop culture.
Yeah.
And he made one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then he stopped. And I remember saying, like, maybe make it Donald's, like, weekly dose. Like, the alliteration was like, yeah, but you can figure out a new alliteration.
Yeah.
And we really couldn't figure out a new alliteration.
Yeah.
But daily was too hard.
Daily was too hard. I just, I don't have, a whole staff working for me.
I guess, though, because TikTok wasn't invented yet.
Right.
You could have definitely done that on TikTok.
Totally. Like, a green screen thing. Like, here are the source that... Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'm going to bring back Donald's Daily Dose.
Yeah.
Maybe our second podcast. One that you'll just be behind But, anywho, the first one is that, by the time this episode comes out, the wedding might have already happened. The royal wedding.
The royal wedding.
But-
Taylor Swift and that dude.
And Travis
Travis
Cuckoo.
Kelce.
Travis Cuckoo
Yeah.
Caca.
So rumors are that they're going to be getting married at Madison Square Garden on
Friday or something?
4th
For the July, yeah. But it appears that they literally are. Like, they've been
Yeah.
setting up at Madison Square Garden.
I saw
I can't believe it.
I saw a video of them like putting red carpet over the stairs and
Yeah.
moving it.
Interesting.
So maybe they were like practicing.
I saw that they were bringing in a castle, and they're gonna make a castle within.
I think it should be I think maybe she'll release a documentary or like a
Probably.
movie of it.
Probably.
She'll probably release a documentary movie.
It's so interesting.
theaters.
Can you imagine? Like, I'm sure she's completely transforming it, and it's gonna look incredible. But that is wild to have your wedding at Madison Square Garden. But honestly, she should have the biggest, most.
I wonder how many
insane thing.
people are gonna go.
Right. Like, how many people do you invite to a wedding at like a huge concert venue
Yeah.
like that?
Or is it like just your like few friends in this huge venue?
I really thought that she was gonna do like a smaller, more intimate wedding in like a house in Rhode Island or something, and this surprised me.
Well, based on the rock that's on her finger, I don't think she's that kind of girl.
True.
Yeah.
And he likes to have fun.
I think he just loves his pop star diva.
Yeah, but I find that wild. I also saw that she allegedly watermarked all of the invitations, so like it would say like Michael Wickes all over it, so that if it linked, you know where it came from.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Smart.
That's really smart.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She unfortunately has to do stuff
Yeah.
like that, you know?
And I was thinking more like maybe you have to show the invitation to get in.
Oh, that could be true also.
So you know, a watermark like an
The
ID.
security must be insane
Insane.
there, and I'm sure they're taking away phones, which I'm like, what would I do at the wedding? Like, pretending to, I don't know, speak with other guests?
No, you love speaking to strangers.
I mean, can I at least have one phone just for, like,
Scrolling.
scrolling?
Yeah.
Like, I want to take pictures. Or, like, what if you have to go to the bathroom and you just have to stand there or sit there and just, like, think?
Eating.
When's the last time you went to the bathroom and didn't have your phone with you?
I've been trying to not use my phone in certain cases. I know this is not what you do, but I'm trying to not use my phone in the toilet, and and I've been putting my phone charging in the kitchen area, like dining room. You know, it's New York. Before going to bed, so I don't bring my phone. Last night I did, but I usually don't bring my phone into my bed anymore.
But what about the bathroom?
I try not to. I maybe I'll put on like a podcast, or maybe I'll just like have thoughts.
So you just sit there as you're taking it down
Yeah,
and just think?
yeah,
That's horrifying.
yeah,
Especially knowing that you go to the bathroom for about an hour
50
at a
hours.
time.
Yeah.
Because of your long cold.
And that's how besties.
Yeah.
Besties know how long their colons are,
Yeah, come
honey.
So love is love, and we're so happy for them. But
Speaking of love is love.
love is in the air
love
for
is in
another
the air.
couple.
2 people are publicly together now.
I would say
And I gasped when I found out.
I would say this is potentially the most cursed union I've ever heard of.
Yes.
And
Well, I don't know about that. But it's definitely top 5.
It's amongst the most cursed
Yeah.
unions.
I'd say 2 have been on Bravo recently.
Yeah.
1 was my ex and his now partner, and the other one is this.
But when I say cursed unions, I mean like immediately you hear the pairing and you're like, oh, this is gonna be some drama.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
This is a match made in chaos.
Hell, yeah.
And that would be Jussie Smollett and Karamo Brown.
Insane. Insanity. I didn't know that Jussie. I thought it was Smollett.
Yeah, Jussie Smollett.
Oh, but you're saying Smollett.
Oh,
I say Smollett.
I think it's Smollett.
Okay.
Jussie Smollett,
Jussie Smollett.
and Karamo Brown.
If you
Jussie
don't
and
remember,
Karamo-
Jussie,
Jussie.
what he blew up at that TV show, Empire.
Yes.
And
I
he
did
was
watch
like at the top of his game, and then Empire was ending, and he wanted a little bit more fame. So he staged a fake homophobic attack on himself.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
And I say allegedly
Wait.
because when I was at Wendy Williams in the Hot Topics department, they trained us like she has
Oh,
to say
yeah.
allegedly, and also even the things that are alleged, we would have to get 3 articles that said it, and so there's at least some backup legally. So we do have 3 articles if Jesse's listening, Cuban.
We do have more than 3
Yeah,
articles.
and a Netflix documentary about it.
Yeah. And allegedly staged a homophobic attack and then really disappeared after that.
Yeah.
And some people disappear and they show up in a movie produced by God knows what because they were cannibals.
Army Hammer.
Army Hammers in some crazy movie like American Requiem or something.
Yes, but like, okay, so Jussie is chaotic for those reasons.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe allegedly staged a homophobic attack
Yeah.
on himself.
On himself. Which is, I think, really chaotic.
Yeah. Then there's Karamo, who has, you know, on Queer Eye been the voice of, you know, positivity and changing
Life coach.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah.
And then
Recently decided to come out and say that he was bullied on the set. And certain things that he said really resonated true and seemed horrifying. And certain things seemed like the other cast members just didn't really like his guts.
Yeah.
And I was unsure. I, of course, was not making any opinions.
Right.
Because I don't know these people.
Mm-hmm.
I only see their public personas.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I see a video of Karamo saying that he feels so safe with Jussie Smollett,
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you feel safe with someone who staged a fake, allegedly, homophobic attack?
But also, like, Karamo's article, the title was like, "Surviving My Reality TV Nightmare." And I'm like, okay, girl.
Yeah, it's like they didn't remove your gap in your teeth. They didn't, like, hush off of an essay that happened.
Yeah.
These are things that happened in
Top
Model.
Yeah.
You just kind of were on a set with people that seemingly didn't like your guts.
Yeah, like they were in a
And
sense.
now that you're dating Jussie Smollett, I'm kind of like, well, maybe they had a point.
I mean, these pictures just came out of them, like, kissing at an airport, and I was like, I cannot believe that this is real.
It's also funny because obviously when Jussie Smollett was on Empire, I was like, this man is certified 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, so fresh, so sexy.
He is very attractive,
very
and hot and
visibly
sexy.
attractive, sexually looking at.
But then when you know,
But
the
then when
personality-
you know that he allegedly staged a homophobic attack, allegedly, it turns a 10 to a negative 10.
Yeah, it definitely is like, oh, that's like pathetic.
Yeah.
So
It's horrifying.
it's horrifying.
Actually.
I hope he
And
doesn't do
especially,
that.
I hope he allegedly didn't do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of any other celebrity couple where I'm like, this is. I'm thinking like JoJo Siwa dating like some guy from Big Brother.
Wait, it's JoJo Siwa's month.
Straight Pride. Oh, JoJo, if you're watching this.
I love her journey from, I would say, asexual, a bow in hair, to lesbian,
Mhm.
to soft butch lesbian,
Yeah.
to inventing gay pop,
Yeah.
to chaotic, like black glittered lesbian,
Yeah.
to drinking around the world in Disney
Yeah.
in a trucker outfit because she's a lesbian,
Right.
to bisexual reality Big Brother
Yeah.
to straight.
Yeah. She's
And
really-
that is every journey that an NYU freshman girl goes through from freshman year to senior year.
Yeah. Hers was just documented.
Yeah.
Like, everyone goes through this. She really did it publicly and continues to. I preferred her lesbian,
Yeah.
but that's just my preference.
I also loved her coming out as like gay cousin. What was it?
Oh yeah, she's like best gay cousin ever. That's how
Right.
she. And
That's how she
I
came
bought that
out.
shirt.
Her cousin it's like my cousin got me the shirt. Best gay cousin ever.
And then like, oh.
Right. But it's so funny too, because not like best gay sister, best gay cousin is so random.
Yeah, and I know it's like when you have a sexual preference, it's like it's supposed to be about you, but I have a sexual preference for her. I prefer her to be lesbian.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But I haven't heard much from her since she became straight. She's like so in love.
She recently She has a JoJo Siwa cruise.
Oh, I have heard
Yeah.
from her.
Yeah.
Would you go on the JoJo Siwa cruise? Maybe if they did a You Think Papa.
Yeah.
They said, what do you think about JoJo Siwa?
They needed some JoJo Siwa drag queens.
Yeah.
What would I be? Would I be straight or soft butch? I think I'd be soft butch.
Yeah.
Or I would be drinking around the world Disney.
That'd be so fun.
Yeah.
No, I would like you in the in that not trucker outfit. What is it called? Construction.
Construction.
That's
drinking around the
is
world.
so yeah. Oh, that's drinking around the world.
That's very Pink Pancake.
That is so Pink Pancake.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
What's our final group thing?
Our final group thing.
Yeah. Tell me about
Okay,
it.
something happened today. 2 people climbed the Empire State Building and got engaged and put a flag saying that yay peace.
Yeah. I will say, like, as someone who's gotten engaged, like, I was jealous of the attention. Including, like, same with this guy who I knew from the Wendy Williams show, who he was running.
Speaking of Disney.
He did, well, yeah, he was, Disney.
He got
Toy Story.
Yeah.
Is that Disney?
Yeah.
There you go. So he was dressed as Buzz Lightyear and the other one was Woody, and he got down on one knee.
Where did they do that? In Disney World?
No, it was like in Central Park. It's like a pride run. And it got so much media attention. I was like, the media was awfully silent about my engagement.
No, they weren't.
But no,
They
my
were literally
wedding-
in the New York Times.
Yeah,
Right.
no, my wedding
Yeah.
they were really talking about.
Right.
But my engagement, crickets. Crickets. That's because
Yeah.
I wasn't in charge of it. If I was proposing, it'd be a media
Stop.
frenzy.
Peter is in the other room.
Oh no, I'm saying it would be a media frenzy. Like,
Yeah,
I would
but
do
Peter
something-
wouldn't want that.
exactly.
Yeah.
So he did it perfectly.
Yeah. It was perfect. You had a photo shoot.
No, it was
Yeah,
perfect.
it was
I wouldn't have
perfect.
wanted any more attention
Yeah.
publicly. But did you follow around with these Empire State Climber
Did I
people
follow
along? Like, did you follow along? Do you know what it's about?
Tell me.
Well,
I think I was in a gig.
Oh, you were in a gig. Okay, so these 2 people climb the Empire State Building. From what I looked into it, they are daredevils. It's like to do this stuff.
They're like that movie we watched about the 2 girls that like climbed
Yes.
the thing.
It's about to be a
horror
sequel.
film. It's probably about these Empire people.
Yeah, so they're really up there.
How do they get up
I don't
there?
understand. The logistics are crazy, but they
Do they have to like buy the thing to go to the top and like look out and then just keep climbing?
I could not tell you, but what I could tell you is that they posted on their Instagram before getting arrested, like their engagement. And they're like, did it!
And the thing, so the internet can be a horrible place.
Right.
But on the ride here,
Yeah.
back from the gig, I looked at the internet and it was one of the best places ever because everyone immediately was memeing this moment. And all the drag queens are posting like their show flyers.
Yeah.
The gay bars are posting like bear flags instead of the flag that they held out. The people are marketing this
Yeah.
moment. They're memeing this moment, and they're doing it with such a quickness. I saw a comedian do like a bit already dressed as them.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
how?
Yeah.
How?
It's incredible. It's incredible
These
stuff.
girls are so fast.
It was like the Louvre burglars. Remember the Louvre burglars?
Yes.
People were just as excited about that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, congrats to these 2 who climbed the Empire State Building. I hope you're doing well. And I feel like it's time to move on to our final segment.
What's that
It's
called?
what do you even think?
So, as we learned, I love everything drag and Broadway. And Donald doesn't like Drag Race, as we learned, but he does love everything pop culture,
So
reality
much.
television besides that one
So
thing,
much.
and stuff like that. And so, we are going to join our forces, and I'm going to share something that's more in line with my expertise.
Mhm.
Donald will share something in line with his
Mhm.
expertise, and we will have to pretend that we are an expert on that thing.
Do you have one picked out?
I do.
You do?
Want to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Who do you think about Laura Bell Bundy?
Laura Bundy.
Laura Bell Bundy.
Laura Bell Bundy. Okay, like, sounds so familiar. So I think a lot of things about Laura Bell Bundy. She was a murderer. She murdered, she was a Ted Bundy family. So she was responsible for many murders, but she only murdered women. It was women on women crime. which is some of the worst kind.
Yeah.
And her preference, you know, we were talking about sexual preferences before. Her preference is murder women down. And I was like, girl, no. And so ultimately,
like that. So
I was like, girl, well, I didn't get to talk to her, but I spoke to Ryan Murphy, who wanted to put out a show about this.
Okay.
That's how it connects to your interests, you know?
Yeah.
And so Ryan Murphy was like, I'm putting out the murder show about her. And I was like, girl, no, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, girl, no.
And that's your time. So, you were close. Laura Bell Bundy is an actress, a Broadway actress. She has originated a few roles. She was Elle Woods in Legally Blonde the musical. And she also, I don't know if she originated Penny Pingleton in Hairspray the musical, but let me see.
I actually don't care.
Yeah,
if
who
that
cares?
helps.
She was in it. She was in it, babe.
She was definitely in it.
Yeah, she's an actress. She's a singer. I'm working late. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Do you know who you're telling me?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Hey, Michael, what do you even think about Mario Armando Lavandiera Jr.?
Mario Lavandiera Jr. is Mario Lopez's real name. So, Mario Lopez, of course, when he wanted to become famous, like when he wanted to go into the acting industry and the entertainment industry, his agents were like, this name is so long and we're having trouble saying it.
Right.
So can we just shorten it to Lopez? And that's what he did, and now he is famous for that name, but that's his real name.
And you know he was also in the press today, Mario Lopez. Do you know why?
Was he one of the climbers?
No.
Oh, Mario Lopez.
Yeah, Mario
No,
Lopez.
why?
He is like MAGA.
Is he really?
Yeah.
What the hell?
I know. No, but you actually were not off in that this is the real name of someone, you know?
Is it Mario and Luigi?
No. Mario Armando Lavandiera Jr.
Is.
Perez Hilton. Yes.
Really?
That's
That's crazy.
Yeah, and
why is his name Perez Hilton then? Is it his drag name?
Yeah, it's a joke on Paris
Paris
Hilton.
Hilton.
So he did Perez Hilton, and that's his whole shtick. He's on my mind right now because he has been living in Vegas for a couple of years, and he made like a whole account like Perez in Vegas, and like that was like his whole shtick. And now he got religious and said God told him to move to Miami. So he's moving his kids to Miami.
As JoJo Siwa once said, karma's a bitch. It's when you make your whole career about bringing down other people, you become religious and move to Miami.
Right.
That is so scary.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not realize that. I always thought it was interesting that he had a name similar to Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
And that he was like obsessed with celebrity.
I mean, I honestly thought that was his birth name, and then today I was like thinking about it, like I wonder, it's probably not his real name.
Yeah.
And I was dead right.
Celebrities need to stop becoming religious and moving to Miami.
They really
so
need
scary.
to. Or stop being religious and being MAGA.
Yeah.
Or stop being religious and period.
Yeah. Let's stop using religion to, make crazy decisions like voting for president.
Right.
Starting a podcast.
Except for those nuns. We
love
the
nuns. Sisters. Wait, they literally call each other sister like unironically.
Yeah.
Because if you're the three straight women that aren't friends with a lot of gay people,
right?
We say the term sister to each other like. Maybe you might say it, girl, or something like that. But they say it for real.
They say it for real.
No irony there.
And that's something we want to leave you thinking about.
Yeah.
Right? So keep thinking and keep your thinking caps on the Prima
On Pink Pancake.
And thanks for thinking with us. Thinky.
Bye.
You Think is produced and edited by Straight Luke, aka Luke Martin, and Kind of Sort of by Peter Schum.
Art by Curtis Brown and music by Jack Rayner.